Hey guys, Kaylee here with Gravitas Create. Today I wanted to show you how to make an 808 style kick with a rubber band. So we're going to grab a rubber band. I find that orange tends to have the best sound, the most tone. We'll go ahead and... So we want to mix, maybe like... Okay, so now that we've recorded in our audio, we need to find a good chunk to edit. So you can already hear that has a lot of punch to it. So I already found one that I like here. We'll edit this down about an octave. Oh yeah. And you can play with this. We need to find out what tune this is in. I already know that it's E. If you have the newest version of Ableton, you can throw tuner on there. I don't. I put guitar rig and checked out the tuner with that. But you can also do it by ear. So now that we know that, let's consolidate that. And we are going to throw it into, create a new MIDI track and throw it into Simpler by dragging it onto the MIDI track. Adjust the start time. Turn up the volume a little bit. Let's add a little bit of a pitch filter. Sorry, a pitch envelope, around 24. Give it some impact. Too much. Gives a little bit of slap. Now what we need to do is add some effects. So we're going to EQ it, distort and saturate it, add some multiband compression, and then see where that gets us. So I already created a rack here that I'll go through. So for this particular recording, I boosted around 100, which always feels to me to have the most like in your chest punch. So you can hear that. I'll solo that band just so you can hear. Hear that? Around 100. Took out some of the highs because we don't need it. If you have camo fat, you can copy these settings. If you don't have this, let's recreate this sound real quick. So what I would say is let's start with some saturation. And some distortion. Turn this way down. Just boost it. So that gives us some of those crispy highs. So now what we need to do is add some more EQ to get those mids back in there. You can hear in this camel fat. There's some of that like breathy rumble. So it's all up in there. Yeah, I think we'll just turn this up more. And then, of course, some multi-band dynamics. Whoa, that's really loud, sorry. I think we could even turn this saturator down a little bit. So while not exact replication of the camel fat, it's similar. But I am going to use the camel fat because I like what the tone it gives it. So now you have that, you can start exploring. You can bounce that out into audio and save it as a sample, or leave it in Simpler and play it that way. So now I want to show this to you in context of a drum rack. I'm going to turn on resampling here and just track. Get that high one too, just in case. But that's basically our kick right there. And I'm going to toss this in. There we go. And this is what it sounds like in context with the beat. So I paused the recording for a second and made a beat with that kick. And I'm actually going to give out this project file. All the samples in this drum rack are homegrown from Gravitas Create, and these melodies are coming out in a bassline drift sample pack, but you guys are getting a quick preview on at least 2 of them. So it has all the original source material all the way up to this final drum rack. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you get some use out of the techniques we talked about today. Please don't forget to subscribe, link right here, and I'll see you next time.